Hey guys, so I went to Vaughan Mills yesterday, which was a Sunday, and I went to go check out their Miniso because their Miniso is a bigger store. It had mostly the same stuff. Sometimes Minisos have sometimes different locations have different things, so that's why I go check them out for that reason. If you hear that sound in the background, I don't know if my tablet's picking it up. There's a sound, it's coming from our toaster oven. So if you hear beeping in 5 minutes, that means my fries are done toasting. So yeah, I'm just doing this before I'm eating. Anyways, I went to go buy stuff and then I totally forgot to pick up my facial wipes. And also now I have to pick up cough masks because there's like packs of 20 of them in Miniso, so I'm gonna see if my workplace has them and just buy them. I'm buying so much stuff. So anyways, I bought a few things, and then the one thing that I needed, which were the facial wipes, I actually totally forgot about. I keep forgetting about them. So basically, why I use facial wipes in the morning. Some people use like moisturizing cream and all of that. And I tried to do that before. Like my friend during the retreat that we go to for church, she gave me some lotion and she put it on my face. And it's supposed to keep your face moisturized. I actually found that for some reason my face felt like too oily after she put it on. And like there's a problem that I have with putting moisturizer on my face. I think it's because my face is naturally just very sweaty, so there's a lot of oils anyways. So what happens is when I put moisturizer on my face, I start to get more acne than usual. And usually my acne isn't that bad, but I got like really bad acne during the time, and I think that's because of like putting on cream. And I don't think I can really use moisturizer that much. So I try to avoid that, and so to clean my face, I actually use the facial wipes. So yeah, I need to get more of those because they're cheaper at Miniso. So I bought this heart neon light. I had a small one that was like, the small ones have like mirror reflections on them, so you can use them as tiny mirrors kind of. But this one is a bigger light and I just really wanted this one, but we sold out because of like Valentine's Day and stuff like that, so everyone bought these and they're so pretty. So they come in two pieces, the base and then this. So basically it's like a silhouette outline of a heart and you just stick it in, and then there's wires inside that touch like the metal part here, and then it connects to the battery. These use double A's and it looks a bit brighter on camera, but I promise in person it's like kind of a darker pink. It's like a hot pink compared to this. Like I don't know why it looks super bright on camera. I think my camera can't take the intenseness of the light. The other thing that I got was for my dad's car. He bought one for his, actually I'll show it to you. It's this one. It smells like poppy and you actually stick it on the dashboard. I thought you could put this on the cup holder too because the way it's shaped, but you can put it on the dashboard, and it's an air freshener. I think these smell much better than like the tags. We do have tags of our own, and there's like a lemon scented one. Those ones smell pretty good too, I have to admit. But I don't like those tree shaped tags for air fresheners. They smell, I don't know, it smells a bit weird. These ones, my dad got the poppy one because he didn't want these or the black versions of these, because the black version of these smelled like orange and these smell like ocean. I personally liked ocean. And what I really like about like the packaging is that we have these little tubes, like, and then we just open them and then you can smell them. There's a little cotton swab with the scent on it, so each air freshener in the store has that. And I think our packaging, like, I don't know, I thought it was more indicated on our packaging. I have to go check my store. But yeah, it's just tiny clip on. You can clip onto the vent for this one. And and the last thing that I bought were these AA batteries for the light, because we actually don't have batteries at all in our house. We keep needing to buy more batteries, but I keep running out, and also like I ran out of batteries just by using like them for the lights. I put them in the lights and then I'm like, oh, there's no more batteries left because they're for the lights. But yeah, I don't really use the lights at all that often, to be honest. So they're just sitting there as decoration for now until I can figure out like when I want to use them or something like that. And they're pretty cute, so that's why I like them. It's my toaster oven. Fries are done. And I have kind of a story to tell you guys during when we went to Vaughan Mills. So there's this shoe store called Brown's, and Vaughan Mills is an outlet store, so they have like some old stuff, some new stuff, and there's a lot of sales going on in like stores in general because of March break and all of that. So I went into the store and I saw these Timberlands on display. They only had one shoe out for display for each type of shoe. So each shoe only had one shoe. So they have to go to the back and get the other shoe for you. So I asked this woman, oh, do you have these in 6? Because it was in the 6 section anyways. And she was like, yeah, I'll go check. And she seemed pretty laid back about her job because the way she was dealing with us wasn't really that great. So the shoe on display was very, very dirty. It looked like it was used. Someone wore it outside. I don't know how it got dirty. To be honest, I don't know. So my dad pointed out to her, oh, the one on display is dirty. And she said, yeah. And then she went to get the other one. And instead of getting like a fresh pair, she said, oh, that's the last one. They're 6.5. And yeah, the display one was the pair with the clean one. So the new one in the back. So I was like kind of looking at her, kind of like, are you kidding me? Like, why is it really dirty and why are you trying to sell us like something dirty? So she started to say, oh, because it's an older model of Timberlands, you could get it for $50. And my dad's like, I'm not gonna buy that, because even though it's $50, Timberlands are seen as like very high class shoes. Everyone knows the brand, and like if you wear them and they look dirty, people are gonna know like you obviously did not pay that much for them. But not only that, it's more of like they're nice shoes. They're supposed to be nice. Like when you buy them, you want them to be clean and new. You don't want a used pair of shoes. And also like the brand is very high end, so you kind of expect it to be clean and be sold to you properly. And it was very, very sad because I was like, why is she trying to sell it? And then so she actually said, oh, do you want to see our like newest model instead? And they have a new version that's like, they're both pink colors. It's just the old one looks a bit dark, a bit lighter in pink, and the new one looks a little bit of a darker shade of that type of pink too. So I said, okay. And she said it's $150 for the new pair, and she gave it to us. And first off, the shoe sizing, because it's not a wide shoe and I have wide feet, so when I put my foot in there, it's very uncomfortable and it doesn't fit properly, and I'm like jamming my foot into the shoe, so I took it off. Second of all, when I saw the second, like, a pair has 2 shoes, I saw the other shoe, it's dirty too. So I was like, why are all their like shoes have one dirty shoe as the pair? And it's kind of weird because usually shoe stores are always clean, especially if you're having the display shoes. I know if you go to other places and you have a very popular shoe size and their only last pair to sell is the display pair, they're okay with selling it to you because it's normal, it's new, it's clean, it's not used, it doesn't look like it's damaged or anything. So normally I'm okay with that. But for some reason, this Brown's shoe store in Vaughan Mills, like some of their shoes have like damaged, dirty shoes for like, I don't know how you ruin one shoe, but apparently one shoe got ruined of the pairs. And I was kind of like, this is ridiculous. And my dad's like, I'm not buying it. 150 for that too. And so I wanted to look at the Converse platforms, and I gave her the display one. I saw the display one was a size 5, so that's why I didn't wear it, because I'm 5.5 to... I'm the size 5.5. And then sometimes for boots, I have to go up like 1 or 2 sizes, because apparently like different shoe companies are like made in different ways. So sometimes they're more cramped, sometimes they're really bigger sizes, and sometimes they're small sizes. And she's like, oh, you can probably wear it because usually these shoes are like a size bigger, even though they say they're a size smaller. I was like, I've never heard of that, but okay. And I trusted her, and she said, and she didn't even tell me it's a size 5. She said it's a size 35. She actually said the European size. And I kind of looked at her and I was like, what size is 35? Because I'm not European, so we're in Canada, so you gotta use the US sizing, right? And I kind of looked at her weirdly, but I gave her a benefit of the doubt. I was like, okay. I tried to try it on. I can't even fit in it. And I was like, at this point, I'm just frustrated at her because her whole, like, I get sometimes in retailer, you can get bored. I know my coworkers, they get bored sometimes, they feel bored sometimes, but, like, your customer isn't giving you a hard time. The customer is being nice to you. The customer is just looking to buy a shoe, and you could make a sale off of them if you really try hard enough to. And it didn't seem like she was trying at all, because what happened was, like, so basically it's a rule in retailing, like if something's damaged, you cannot sell it. You cannot try to resell it or like try to give it to someone. Or if someone says, oh, I still want it, even though it's broken, you technically have to say, I'm sorry, I can't sell it. It's against policy to sell it. So basically for our store, we do that. And I know for other stores too, they do that. Especially clothing stores, you don't want to do that either. And her mentality was like, oh, so if you don't want these shoes, if you're not going to buy them, then I'm going to have to mark them down as damaged. I instantly thought, why wasn't it marked down as damaged in the first place and thrown in the trash? Because that's what we do. Like, right away when we see it's damaged, we mark it down and we throw it in the trash. We never keep damaged products, and customers rarely see damaged products because we take it away right away off the shelf and we deal with it. And it's important to deal with it quickly, because if you don't and you just leave it there, then people might pick it up and they might try to buy it, and you might be like, oh, it's damaged, or you might have to give them a refund because it's damaged. So basically, to avoid all of that in general, the customer should not have seen it, and they use it for display purposes too. And I was like, that's the display shoe. Why is it so dirty? And I don't know, because usually companies are smart enough, they won't accept returns if they know you wore it, especially shoes. Like, if they can tell you wore it, if it looks that dirty, they're not going to accept it. And so my brother was thinking maybe because... So EV Games is an example of a store that allows they allow... Some of the games, the new games, they allow their workers to go take the game for the night, take it home, play with it, and then bring it back the next day. It's a bit iffy because then it's not really a new game, and they sell it to you for like the new game price, while it should be sold for used because they used it. But anyways, I'm not gonna argue with that really, because it's not like they damaged it or something. But some people actually don't like that because it's like, why are you selling it for that price if you used it already? So my brother was thinking maybe for the store they allowed an employee to use it to wear those for a night, which is really dumb because it's clothing and you could get it dirty easily. But he was thinking maybe someone borrowed it for the night, a worker borrowed it for the night, and then completely ruined it and then brought it back, and then they were like, I'm just gonna try to sell this. And to make matters worse, they had a lot of pairs that were like that because when we were leaving, I heard her tell another customer for another shoe pair too, like a different pair of shoes, and literally she said, if you guys don't want that, then I'll have to mark it off as damaged. It should have been marked off as damaged to begin with. Like, I can go on and on and on about this, but I really didn't like it at all. Like, I would not shop at the Browns at Vaughan Mills because they're horrible. Like, I know the Browns in Square One, everyone seems fine and everyone seems professional. So I don't know what's going on with the Vaughan Mills one, to be honest. They're like really bad with how they serve customers. Like, I feel like there's like a part of them. This is why they're losing sales though, because they think they can sell shoes. They can get away with trying to sell shoes that are like dirty. And I've never seen a shoe store like that to begin with. And I'm just confused as it is. So yeah, but that's my story of the week because I don't know. It was frustrating and I was like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, I know it's boring, but you don't have to act like it's like so boring, like you don't want to make any sales at all. Like, even if you don't get commission off of things, trying to sell things, you should at least try to, because, you know, it, like, yeah. Like, for me, if someone asks something, sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, this one is similar, yada yada. At least I try to sell a similar thing. She could have easily gotten me to buy an expensive one that was a different color. Like a new one that's a different color. Like, I would have bought it. I don't know. Some people are better salespeople than other people. I don't know. It was like, I just kind of looked at her and I was like, this is a waste of my time because she obviously doesn't know how to. So, and like, I respect a lot of retailers and I don't give them hard time because I know what a hard time is. Like, especially for me, like, I get a hard time a lot from customers nowadays, and you know, you have to deal with it. But at the same time, I don't really, so because I get a hard time from customers, I don't give a hard time to a lot of retail people. I never really have. My dad sometimes does. So sometimes I'm like telling him, oh, don't do that because they go through a lot, really, and it's intense. But sometimes you do have those bad workers too that are just like too laid back and they don't want to do anything. So yeah. So this is all that I bought. Long story. I talked for 10 minutes. Ooh, I'll go eat my fries now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Check down in the description box below. All my social media is there. Hopefully I do a drawing video next because I haven't drawn much and I need to get more paper. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.